Hey Math Plus kiddos, it is time to review order of operations. This year, this is going to be page 41, which just tickles me because as you can see in our table of contents, we're doing page 41, which is standard 4.1. Aha! Order of operations. So be sure to get that into your notebook table of contents. So whenever I'm going to cover this page, there is a little bit of review that I want to do first, and that is this little tag you can find on the activity table for the unit. You can see the order of operations are lined out for you. I like this one because it reminds you that multiply and divide is done at the same time in order from left to right, and add and subtract is. I think by the time you're in 7th grade, you're doing a really good job of that. So I have some problems. You will have to absolutely pause this video from time to time to write out the problems before we start. And then at the end, we're going to do a calculator. So when you're ready for that portion, you can come and get a yellow calculator from me, and you can practice doing those. And you're going to want to pause the video, work the problem out on the calculator, and then check and see if you've got your answer correct. So let's zoom up here and get started. Order of operations. I'm going to start by doing just a basic 5th or 6th grade problem to review. I'm going to do my parentheses first, don't have any. Exponents, don't have any. But then I'm going to multiply and divide from left to right. It just so happens multiplication is going to be first, and always write the rest of the problem. And then divide, again, writing the rest of the problem. I miss Mrs. Jack. She taught 6th grade, and boy, her kiddos always were good about working those problems down into this kind of tornado funnel because they knew to always do that. Okay, and then add and subtract are next, again, from left to right. And it happens to be a subtraction step that will happen first. If I have 5, but they want to take away 10, that's right. I'm going to end up with -5. Keep flip change, add the opposite. Signs are different, subtract, keep the sign the bigger number. And down to my last stop, now I'm adding an integer. Signs are different, so I'm going to subtract and keep the sign of the bigger number. So the answer is -1. That is really a review from last year. It would have been 5th grade except for the negative numbers. Let's look at the same thing, only with decimals. Ugh, I know you hate having to do decimals and fractions, but you get to use a calculator. So, oh my goodness, what are you complaining about, right? All right, so you are only allowed to use the blue calculator because you can't have this negative option on the regular. So I'm going to not subtract, but multiply first. So carefully put in 2 1/10 times 0.79. And write down all of your values. Then, starting with 31 minus 1.659. Awesome. 29, and this is a kind of a hard number to say, but 341 thousandths. I know it's thousandths because if I put a 1 under the decimal, I can read it as thousandths. Okay. So then we're going to work a problem with exponents. This is not new, but I did make it a little bit more difficult by putting the exponents out here so it makes you think. I've got parentheses and exponents both. Which one comes first? Ha ha ha. That's right. Parentheses come before exponents. Start on the very inside and work your way out. So again, you could use a calculator to say 5 minus 8, and you'll see that the answer is -3. So if you're struggling, if the first number you put in is positive, it will still work. So that inside parentheses is -3. Now I'm going to write the rest of my problem. I still have something to do on the inside of these brackets, which is just another set of parentheses. 7 times 3 is 21. And when multiplying and dividing, two negatives make a positive. So that is positive 21 Now I'm going to square it, and that means 21 times 21. You write the base number that many times, and 21 times 21 is 441. Okay? So far it's mostly a review, but this hits the 7th grade. The distribution. Remember the newspaper boy. He's going to deliver to both houses. So 4 times 2x, and then this is a positive 1. So 4 times positive 1, I'm going to write it like this because my answer is going to be positive. Now multiply this. 4 times 2x is 8x. 4 times 1 is 4. Still have my positive. Guys, 8x and 4 are not like terms. They do not belong together in the same group. So this is it. We stop at this point. You cannot add 8x and 4 because they do not belong in the same group because they're not like terms. Okay? Now, again, let's do another one. See if you can pause the video and finish this on your own and get the same answer. Okay, I'm going to multiply 6 times 5x and 6 times negative 4. Okay, now I can do this and get negative 24, and here's my negative, and 6 times 5x is 30x. There's another way to look at this. You could have said 6 times 5x is 30x, and just 6 times 4 is 24, and you brought your negative down. But I like to look at this as negative 4 times 6 and negative 24. That will save you a little heartache in future years. Right. Now, fun! Calculator time. I'm going to show you how to use the parenthesis buttons on the calculator. So go check out a calculator from Mrs. Smith, and we are going to locate here and here the calculator buttons, and we're going to work these 3 problems. You might follow along with me the first time, okay? So turn it on here to the bottom left. You might need to clear it. Here we go. Put in your 3. Then this bracket is just a parenthesis. 13 minus, see another parenthesis, make sure it's turned the right way. 7 plus 2, then close that parenthesis, and then close your bracket by just adding another parenthesis. And guess what? With one push of the enter button, it works it out for you, and the answer is 12. And it genuinely is 12. 7 plus 2 is 9. 13 minus 9 is 4. And 3 times 4 is 12. So you can see that it works. Okay? I'm going to work this problem. I want you to pause your video and use the calculator yourself and see if you get the same thing I do. Here we go. Parenthesis, 3, and then I don't need to use the times button because it's got a parenthesis there, but I'm going to put it in there just because it's in the problem here. Parenthesis, 3 plus 5 times 2, close parenthesis, close bracket, minus 6. Okay, now, if I was working this out, I would multiply first. See, I've got to work this inside set of parentheses first, okay? Because when you work in parentheses, you're working from the very inside straight out. So I'm going to work the green before I go back and do the yellow. And within the green, I would multiply before adding. So 5 times 2 is 10, plus 3 is 13. Then 13 times 3 is 39. So I would have 39, and then finally out here, minus 6. So the answer should be 33. I'm going to hit enter on my calculator, and there it is, 33. Isn't that the coolest? Okay, let's do another one. 4 parentheses, 18 minus parentheses, 4 plus 7, close parentheses, close bracket. Answer, 28. I know you want to throw rocks at me now when I tell you that you cannot use a calculator for these. Let's do one more. I'm going to show you one more kind of fun trick. Let's go back and look at our exponent problem. Parentheses. Oh, see, I'm not supposed to show you, but look, -7. Parentheses, 5 minus 8. Close parentheses, close bracket, which is just another parentheses, and then square it. And the answer? Bam! There it is. 441, just like we got on our paper. Anyway, order of operations is a lot of fun, guys. We do have to do with decimals. I don't think you're really going to have fractions. Your exponent should not be bigger than a cubed or a 3, so you should be in good shape. Might practice on working from the inside parentheses out and work on distributive property. Anyway, have a great day.